What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be your review of Growing Up Hip Hop Season 5, Episode 13. So we start the episode. Romeo was back. Now, he said that he was in Greenland, Iceland, wherever, and he had the spiritual experience, and he's just at peace, and he's just blah, blah, blah. Here's my issue. Here's what I don't get, and I don't understand. Is this for a storyline, or is this really some real shit that's going on? Because if it's for a storyline, then whatever. But if it's real, Rome, you really on some new stuff. Like, you keep saying, well, she could come to me like an adult. She could come to me like an adult because that's what grown people do. Well, you could go to her like an adult. She says she's called you. You said you've called her. Somewhere along the line, there have been some miscommunication. If you really do care about this woman as much as you claim all these years that you've cared about Angela Simmons, then you know what you would do? You would make sure that you reached out to her and it would be indisputable. You seem to have no problem getting in touch with Vanessa. You and Vanessa had meetings and stuff. The same way you can get in touch with Vanessa, you can get in touch with Angela. I promise you. And then he want to act like he don't know what happened at his party and he don't know what the problem was. You know what happened at your party. You knew that party was some bull. You know you set that up. You put Vanessa in the middle of this bullshit. And that's why a part of me, I don't even want to put a whole lot of energy into this because I really do feel like it's a setup. But then there's another part of me that's like, yo, is this really real? And then Master P acting like he don't understand what the problem is. Like, it's no issue. I don't know I really don't know what's going on with these folks. I really don't. But I ain't never been the biggest Angela Simmons fan. Not that I had nothing against her. I just ain't never been a big fan. It is what it is. But, Ron, you want some new shit. Like, you really want some new stuff right now. And I really don't know what you're doing. I really don't. So anyway, Egypt calls him, tells him about the engagement party. He said he gonna come to the engagement party. He's like, wow, I've missed a lot. Like, how's she gonna be engaged before I'm engaged, child? That's the question everybody asking about Egypt and her engagement, but whatever. So yeah, so that was that. Then we see Vanessa and Angela. Angela meets Vanessa down. She's at a photo shoot for the show Monogamy. Now, is Monogamy a movie or is it an actual TV show? I thought it was just a movie, but maybe it's a TV show called Monogamy. I don't know. And then she's trying to hook her up with her co-star. And I'm with Angela. Like, he seemed cute and cool and all, but I don't know how I would feel about, dating somebody that my sister has to kiss. Whether it's a fake kiss or a real kiss, your lips touch her lips and it's a kiss. So, whatever. We have Pep, Egypt, and Sam talking about the engagement party. Egypt is letting Pep know that nobody's heard from TT. That she did invite Brianna. And Pep was like, yo, so you invited Brianna even after the way Brianna disrespected me? Well, okay, it's cool. But if Brianna come on that, she come on that stuff, then I'm going to have security escort her out. Like, I'm not dealing with it. Okay, whatever. Then Sam proceeds to tell Pep his secret, this big secret that they keep building up to. I told y'all on last week's episode what I thought the secret was. I was pretty damn close, wasn't I? We're going to get to that in a minute. But by Pep's reaction, I mean, she was like, I appreciate him telling me what the deal is, but I just hope that he's ready for, whatever backlash might come. She was like, Pep's dad, Tretch is a thug dude, old school hip hop type dude. I don't know how he going to react to the story when he get it. Like I said, I pretty much figured out what the daggone secret was, but we'll get there. Then we have JoJo and his wife getting ready for the wedding. The wedding is in 4 days, but they still mad at each other. They still not speaking. They still don't know how the wedding is going to go off. JoJo's with Reverend Run and, trying to figure out what the issue is. And Rev is talking to him. And then, Tanise is with her family and she's all upset and she's not really feeling it like she should be feeling it. She's, you see the bride in her dress, and that dress was beautiful and it fit her like a glove. It was really, really nice, but she was upset. But look, y'all, I can't get too excited about this. I can't get too vested in it because we know they got married. So anyway, we see Twist meet up with Brianna, and basically Brianna is just reiterating to him what they found out about Sam and the secret girlfriend. I mean, anyway, she's just telling him what the deal is and how she's going to tell Egypt at the engagement party what the deal is. Now, here's my thing. Here's what I don't understand. I don't understand why Sam felt the need to tell everybody at the engagement party what the situation is. That's what I don't understand. You have your secret. You told Egypt. That's all that really matters. Like, you can't use the ammunition if everybody already knows. And the situation, and then once you told Pep, like, you really don't need to tell nobody else. I didn't understand this whole I'm gonna reveal my truth to the world because they won't have anything to throw at me, and I'm just like, whatever, child. So we at the engagement party, honey. This review ain't gonna be long, y'all. I'm just gonna go. It's not gonna be long. We're at the engagement party. They keep hyping up this secret. We get to see Sam's mom. We get to meet his mom. She's there, and he's actually shocked to see her. Romeo comes. Him and Dad come. Vanessa tries to talk to Romeo and tries to talk Romeo into having a conversation with Angela, and Romeo's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't need to talk to Angela. Angela is what it is. Now, mind you, Angela is in the room, and you ignoring her, and you talking to Vanessa, the sister, saying, I don't have no reason. I don't need to do nothing. I'm I'm good. We don't need to talk. Then Master P gonna come over and pull Romeo away, talking about some, aren't there bigger issues in the world? Can't we all just get along? I was like, what in the hell? Like, I was so confused by this whole Romeo and Angela situation. Then they getting ready to leave. Now, mind you, they getting ready to leave before Egypt even get there. How you gonna come to the engagement party? You gonna show up and then get ready to leave? But then they said they had a flight to catch. So if they legit had to get on a flight, then and Egypt was late. So it is what it is. Tretch is there with his wife. I didn't even know Tretch was remarried, but he's there with his wife. Boogie and his sister showed up, and of course they telling the story about when they talking to the Simmonses about the dad, and basically he's like, look, I don't know, my dad tripping, you know how my father is, and they tried to tell them about the situation last week when they tried to have a conversation with Dame Dash, and basically he was like, yeah, she was like, yeah, well, y'all will be all good. Nobody was really going to say nothing negative about Dame Dash. And they were like, well, hopefully everything will be all good. Y'all will work it out, whatever. Child. So then we get to Sam giving his speech. Brianna shows up with Twist. Let me tell y'all know I love me that little Twist. Twist showed up in a onesie, honey, with 3 arms on each side. He had his 2 arms, and then he had 2 more arms hanging off the side like a little bug. And they had like a belly dancer there, and his butt is dancing in between the 2 belly dancers, talking about, well, I had enough hands to handle him, honey. I said, you know what? Well, he didn't say the honey part. I said, I love that little Twist. I do. So Sam gets up on stage to give his little speech, and he sings this song. And he's like in a falsetto. And the song wasn't halfway bad. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm really not going to sit here and lie. The song really wasn't halfway bad. But in the lyrics of the song, he says the line, I'm not straight, but I'm not gay. So now everybody's confused and they looking around like, what did he just say? What? Did he what? Well, he said he's not straight, but he's not gay. What? So then after he gets done singing the song, he gives his speech. And in his speech, he basically says that he's had experiences with trans women. And that he told Egypt all about it. She knew all about it. It was nothing that he could hold over her head, or that anybody could hold over their head, because Egypt knew the truth, and that he had told Egypt's mom. Now, mind you, you ain't tell Tretch. And Tretch is sitting in the back looking like, say what? Did he just say what I think? He said he did what? He been with a who? Now, this is in no way, shape, or form meant to be disrespectful. I just don't know. A man who has experiences with a trans woman, is that just experimentation? Are they somewhere on the spectrum? Is that considered to be pansexual? Like, I honestly don't know. And I'm really not trying to be funny, nor am I trying to be disrespectful. But I would be curious to find out what Sam identifies as. Does he identify as pansexual? Because here's my thing. I don't care who he's been with in the past. Like, at the end of the day, he was upfront with Egypt about it. He told Egypt, and that's not who he's like. As long as he, my thing is, that's like anything. You still in a monogamous relationship. I don't care what your preference is when we're not together. But right now, you're with me, and your preference should be only me, regardless of whether I'm, a trans woman, whether I'm a natural born woman, whatever. So that part of this whole it really don't bother me. I don't care. I think that was more for the haters and him feeling like to make sure that nobody had anything to hold over his head. But I still don't feel like that needed to be addressed publicly. I really don't. But, okay, it's out. It is what it is. Like, I'm more concerned about you being a scammer. I'm more concerned about the fact that you don't have a job. I'm more concerned about the fact that even after Pep bought you a car so that you could do Uber and Lyft, you still ain't doing Uber and Lyft. You ain't Postmating. You ain't Instacarting. You ain't doing none of that. That I have a bigger problem with than who you slept with probably when you was on that park bench and you was trying to eat. And I'm not even saying that to be funny either. But when you in survival mode, you do what you gotta do. And I ain't mad at you. That part I don't really care about. Again, can we get back to him having 2 kids but got a negative balance in his bank account, him living in Egypt's house, driving the car that Egypt mama bought? Can we get back to that? That's the part I care about. Anyway, y'all, that was it. We'll see next week what everybody's reaction is, because that's pretty much how the whole thing ended. Let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.